Let's go.
Hey everyone, what is going on? It is time for me to finally review this movie after I just saw it not too long ago. So, I am here to review one of the most important movies to the Naruto franchise. Now, keep this warned, I'm not really too crazy hyped up for Naruto as I used to be back in the day. Now it's just like I don't really care. The ending to it was kind of hit and miss, which at least to me it was. I mean, everybody else, if you guys like the ending, that's cool. But for me, it's like, it's like whatever. For me, I thought it was a hit and miss ending. Some of it, it did end off on like an okay to good note. It kind of did. I like the next generation setup. That was cool. Too bad to me. That's where instead of doing the whole spin-off thing, they should just end off like that and just had like the BARUTO movie, which, at least in my opinion, that's what they should have done. So yeah. So basically, this is for me going to review the last Naruto the movie, which is here, the DVD Blu-ray combo pack. Now, I'm not gonna get into full detail on like the actual packaging and stuff like that. Like, I'm not really gonna get into that, etc. Because you already saw my unboxing video, then you already know the deal. Also, I know I promised now, I was going to also review friendship games as well, but the problem is that my old review was I found it to be way too long, and also the problem is that my file got deleted by accident, and I was trying to edit, but I kind of fucked up, so I may have to do another redoing anyway. Plus, who knows, maybe by then if I have friendship games as well, but I already saw on Discovery Family, or whatever online, but still, you get what I mean, so that will also be coming up pretty much this weekend. Unless maybe my opinions will change if I get the Blu-ray with the deleted scenes and stuff like that. But anyways, let's just get to Naruto the Last. So, I will tell you guys right now, if you have not read the Naruto manga, and if you're not caught up to the very end of the series, just do not watch this video because it will contain spoilers from what happened from the very end of chapter. Well, not really 700. I would say more around 698, 699. And 700 is like a totally different time skip in general. It's basically like the very, very end of this movie, pretty much. With Boruto and stuff. So yeah, like I said, if you haven't, if you don't know, then don't even watch it. Hell, just even for the movie in general. Besides not catching up to the manga, if you never even seen the movie either, there will be kind of some spoilerish kind of things going on in this review, so just to give you a little FYI warning. So yeah, let's begin. So pretty much this is an action / love story between Naruto and Hinata. Now, this movie in general was focused mainly on those two before chapter 700 even happened. This is directly about 2 years after the Fourth Great Ninja War, after the battle between Naruto and Sasuke happened. Apparently, this is, in case you guys don't know, like with the actual time loop, this is where it actually takes place. So, we see that pretty much that Naruto has become extreme. Now, the story goes is that pretty much after that happened, apparently Naruto has been getting way too popular for his own good. He's pretty much getting a lot, especially with the ladies out there, and apparently, a whole bunch of girls and, guys too, who want to train to him be their senseis and crap like that. We basically see like all these females trying to get his number, trying to get his autograph and stuff like that, and apparently Hinata is just pretty much sitting around somewhere just knitting the scarf that she's been doing ever since, they were kids, because ever since Naruto and her were growing up, they were always bullied for their entire lifespan. They were always getting pushed around. They were always calling weak, not strong enough, not even strong enough to protect anyone, because, they're obviously not as strong as any other good ninja, and they kind of sucked at being ninjas. Even though they were kind of bullied back then, both of them kind of understand their pain. And, you'll see that later on during the movie, where, Naruto goes into the whole genjutsu thing, what's the dude's, Shit, what the hell was the main villain's name again? Oh, right. Tenori. Yeah, that's this guy's name is Tenori, and he's pretty much the main villain we get in this movie. Basically, the main premise of the movie is a whole setup for Tenori to actually kidnap one of the Hyuga clan members. It was going to be both Hinata and Inabi, and pretty much they were going to take the Byakugan from them in order to use the powers in order to activate this like giant ass statue from the moon people, and they want to get rid of the entire planet for good. So Tenori pretty much creates this timer thing or whatever, and he creates some kind of thing that kind of makes the moon, like he actually sends like a big giant moon down to Earth, and there's a time limit to see, if they can actually stop Tenori and his clan, from stopping the moon from falling. This whole plot relevance. Okay, if you guys ever played Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, it's pretty much the same plot line. How, you got like, a timer to save the world, and you got this, it's all based on time. Like, the timing is everything in that game. Like, you have this giant moon that's gonna crash and fall upon the Earth, and then you have to, like, put all the pieces together to stop the moon from falling. So, again, it's pretty much like Majora's Mask, if anyone Zelda fans who actually play that game. It's kind of like the same premise, sort of. But anyways, even though Zelda did it first and kind of better, I'm just saying. So, basically, like I said, the whole story element is just set up, between those two. But not only that, though, pretty much not only that, but he wants to marry Hinata. He wants to make Hinata his wife, so that way the Hyuga clan and their clan, the Moon Clan, can actually live for eternity forever. But, Hinata ain't buying it. But the only way that she's only agreeing to him is because it's to protect everyone from the village as like a sacrifice. However, though, by accident, they only kidnap Hinabi. In reality, he really wanted to marry Hinata, but they got the wrong person. Even though, either way, they still need her too, so that way, they can become one family and stuff. But before all that, though, before any of that happens, like I mentioned before, Naruto being very popular and stuff, with everybody else. But what happens is that there, one day when he was a little kid, he was trying to protect Hinata because, they were bullying her from being a Hyuga, and they said, like, oh, you're not a powerful Hyuga, you can't do the Byakugan, you're not a real Hyuga, you're a fake Hyuga, or whatever. Then, like, Naruto gets really pissed and he defends him. And it's really cute, too, how he does, like, this, like, little tiny-ass shadow clone, and they're, like, fucking tiny ass fucking shadow clones. You can barely see them. They're like tiny little hamsters, and they're like fucking doing them. And it's like, yeah, we're ready to fight and shit. And then like, he just gets beat up, by the bullies in the end. And then like Hinata just sees that his scarf got ruined. Then Naruto's like, don't worry about it, it's alright, like, I'm used to it, I'm used to being alone and stuff. So then, we just see Naruto just walk away from the distance, and that's where this whole story links up to the scarf. Which is why now, a lot of people say it's not really that key importance, but it really is, because it does kind of tie their love together, because all this time, she was knitting the scarf just for him, so that way, he can actually have something to keep him warm. But when Hinata, later on, like, in this generation now, where he saw him wear that scarf, she thought it was some other girl that actually gave him the scarf. But in reality, we find out at the very, very end of the movie, it was something very important. It was his mom's scarf. Because apparently Konohamaru was digging through some treasure, not treasure, but some old junk, I guess you can say, or figurines, or just like stuff that the third Hokage had, like as merchandise and stuff in the boxes. And when Konohamaru found that, it was pretty much an important revenue to Naruto that he had to keep it. But apparently, Hinata pretty much thought differently, but that was, way before she actually found out. So anyways, Sakura pretty much, surprisingly, Sakura is pretty useful. She tries to convince, Hinata to finally give him the scarf, just give it to him already, just, stop being so shy and defenseless, just give him the damn thing already, because, that way, you can finally, finally, after all these years, I think it's about time you should confess your love to him. But it's like, it's hard because, I can understand for girls it's pretty hard, My wife was the same way. It was kind of her, and I know there was some people that actually forced her. But this is like way before we even dated. But then years later, you know what? This kind of resonates to that because I never knew that she actually really thought of me that way until like, I mean, she did at first, but then like, she kind of got over it, but then like, I got over it and stuff. It's like, it's whatever, I moved on, I enjoy the rest of my my growing up. So, when I did, So then when the day finally came, because, senior year was pretty tough, junior year, senior year, and, it was pretty tough. Everyone thought I was some kind of creepy dude. And I kind of felt, I kind of sympathized with Naruto. Before he was this whole prophecy bullshit that claimed to be in the fourth grade ninja war, which Kishimoto, I don't know why he freaking did that, but whatever, it's whatever, fuck Naruto. Oh, speaking of that, that sucks, man. When my Anime Game Forget 89 channel gone, that sucks, I don't have that video no more. I completely forgot about that. Shit, son of a bitch. I don't have that video no more about why I dropped Naruto. You know what? I got an idea. I'm probably gonna rip this. Oh yeah, because we had what's his face, fucking Josuke. I don't even fucking like the dude anymore. Yeah, I had beef with him, so that was a long time ago, and I don't want to get back into old memories. But my statement was clear. Like Obama, let me be clear. Let me be clear. And I was, because I really dropped Naruto for a while. Because I thought the storyline, everything was garbage. It was shitty, the war. I couldn't take the pacing anymore. Even the anime started to piss me off. Until finally, it finally got to its conclusion. Madara did some epic shit. But again, maybe I have an idea to remake that video. I guess, but who knows? Maybe I'll remake it, but maybe I'll just let it go. I'm just saying is all. But the only reason, like I said, the only redeemable thing for Shippuden is the movies and the video games, and that's it. The series is, yeah, and even the manga is, yeah. But when it comes to the video games and the movies, I accept that because they're awesome. But anyways, moving on. So, basically, it's this like love triangle battle here. Like, Naruto is stupid. He doesn't really know that Hinata really did love him in the first place. Because, not even that, he doesn't know the difference between love for a human being and love for just, like, something that he loves as a hobby. Like, I love this certain kind of food, and I love this brand new computer. Like, I'm giving some examples. There's a difference between that kind of love and love for a human being. Apparently, Naruto just didn't get that to his dick frickin' skull until the Genjutsu shit, where they had them all linked together, and Hinata started to come up in all these memories of flashbacks that he was like swimming through. Which I will admit, even though there were flashbacks, better than the manga, I will say, because the manga, I hate when they do that. I hate when the anime does it for filler time. The way they did the flashbacks here that connects to the love between Naruto and Hinata was done very well done. I will say it was done very well, and I like the way it connected between the two characters. Like how, like, all of a sudden, he just realizes now that Hinata was the one who helped him out in the Chunin exams, or it was Hinata that actually gave him the courage to fight again, or protected him from pain. Pain when he invaded the Konoha, or just blew it up. Like, fucking almighty push, man. Like, yeah, that shit was cool. Like, the way it was done with that, I really liked it. It was better than just having the same old flashbacks every time. As long as it connects perfectly with the story, I'm fine. As long as it's just not like flashbacks just to be flashbacks. And by the way, the reanimated flashbacks were pretty nice. Very nice nostalgia to part 1, especially part 1. Especially the new animation looking for the pain fight, which, again, leaps and bounds over the anime, like, overall. Very well done. But anyways, so that's basically just the story. Then meanwhile, we find out it's their mission to actually stop the moon from falling in order to actually stop the Moon Clan from resurrecting the statue. Kind of reminds me of how they try to get the Edo statue thing to be resurrected, like how Toby or Obito, whatever, Obito, Toby, whatever you want to call him, did that with the Akatsuki. Back in the day where they had like all. And I remember the Four Grand Ninja War. They had that statue because they had to get all the powers of all the tail beasts in order to actually resurrect it. It was kind of remind me of that, except all you need is just some of the Byakugan. And that's also what's really good about this movie. Is like I like the references to the Byakugan, which I thought was actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie. So it's really great that they brought the Byakugan back. So that's basically the plot of the movie, and of course the whole love setup. And all they have to do is pretty much just stop the moon from falling. And pretty much it's a race against time in order to stop the moon from falling and the clan from actually wiping out the entire planet itself, and them setting up all these weapons in order to stop the moon from falling. So yeah, some pretty epic stuff. And the final fight between, now let's get to the good stuff though, because I already explained most of the storyline. Let's get to the good stuff. I will say the good stuff is definitely the fights. The fights are really well done. I love the fight between not only the really last fight that we had, like Tenari just like fucking just like going into this like final form and shit when he's like combining his powers with that like statue shit, and he's like absorbing it and he's becoming like this like white like glowing shit. And then we see like Naruto. Like I really like how he can control Kurama. Like Kurama could be fighting in a different area while Naruto could be doing his thing in a different area. That's what's fucking cool, I'm not gonna lie. That's OP as shit, like I'm not gonna lie though. Like we see like his ultimate like fox powers, and then he's fighting the statue thingy, and while he's fighting the Kurama's fighting the statue thing, we see Naruto and we see Tenori, and they're fucking clashing like it's some Dragon Ball Z shit. Like I like the fucking moves. I like the fucking like yellow glowing Ryzen Shuriken thing he does, and I like the new Rasengan colors, man. The new Rasengan colors are fucking dope. Like I love it. I love his fucking like yellowish orange one. Like that shit was beast, man. That shit was dope. Like the battle between him and Tenori at the end was pretty good. Also, not to mention, I did like the battle between where Hinata was being controlled by Tenori. Like I thought that was actually really cool too, especially that weird ass moon dress thing that she was wearing. You know, part of their clan. Very cool stuff. Like I liked it. That fight alone was good. The ending though kind of gave me the shivers a bit. Like yeah, don't get me wrong, it's Naruto. People take people's eyes out on daily basis, like it's like fucking candy. But no, Hinata just fucking, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my eyes back, my fucking Byakugan, and he fucking rips the dude's eyes out. I'm like, damn, Hinata, what the fuck? Damn, this is Hinata? I don't remember Hinata being this brutal. God damn. And by the way, Sasuke fans, you're gonna have to grab that little tin of salt, cause yeah, you're gonna be kind of salty because Sasuke doesn't get that much screen time in this movie. Which again, I was pretty pissed. But, you know, I really like Sasuke a lot myself, especially I can't wait to play as him, man, in the Storm 4. His moves, man. Oh my god, let's go. Yeah. I'm psyched, man. I cannot fucking wait to play as him. And, the last Sasuke, I can play. Hopefully, I hope they have the one for Boruto the movie as well. Like, I hope they have that one there. I mean, unless it's just the same Sasuke, but I don't know. But that would be really awesome, though. Like, the way he fucking cuts the meteor, dude, like, oh my god, yo, it's crazy. And then you got all the other ninja people shining in. It's a shame not all of them got their awesome time to shine. I'm really impressed that Sakura was really nice enough to develop Naruto and Hinata well for them to finally man and women up and finally just admit their love to each other. But then Naruto finally gets it. Then after he tries to rescue her, he regrets, all that shit. So yeah, it was really nice of her. So, despite, not really liking Sakura as much, it was really nice for her to actually give him that, that development, which was really cool as well. So, again, the story was actually really strong for this one. Yeah, I would say the story itself was really strong for this one, even though, yeah, the story itself was actually really strong. I didn't mind the story. Now, when it comes to the animation, of course, it's very good. I love the animation. It's clean, it's fresh, it's smooth. I love it. It's the best animated movie I've seen in years, when it comes to Naruto standards. But my biggest complaint, though, is that, a little nitpick, is that not every single ninja had their time to shine. Gaara only did, one fucking attack, and then we see, Ino and them, they did something. Killer B didn't do shit, which I'm like, really? He just fucking tried to operate the gun thing that they were trying to shoot the moon with. What I really like too, I mean, Sakura did do some pretty cool shit too. Her strength is even more stronger now. Kakashi didn't do nothing either. I was like, wow, really? And again, Sasuke only having 2 seconds of screen time, really? What the hell was that all about? Oh man, Kiba, I don't think did much either. Pretty much, Kiba and Akamaru didn't do much. I don't think either. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I barely even saw them in the movie. To be honest. I mean, yeah, it was cool. We got to see Shikamaru, Sai, and them, but I really wish I could have given more love to Rock Lee and them. Of course, Guy can't do nothing because he's in a wheelchair now after using the 8 gates. So that makes sense, but, oh man, there could have been a little more potential with that. I'm just saying. I mean, I really wish they could have given, one last time for everybody to fucking shine. Gaara did some pretty cool, he didn't really do that much. So, again, I really wished, more of like the rest of the main Konoha 7 could have done some more crazy shit, which I think to me would would have been more awesome. At least in my opinion. But yeah. So again, like most of the fight, the battles were fine. The story was pretty strong. Even though I really wished for one last time we could have had like all of them just like do something really really cool. Like it's a shame that that didn't happen, but oh well. Now when it comes to the villain Tonori. Tonori, he's pretty hit and miss most of the time. I mean, yeah, he wasn't so bad of a villain, but I don't know. It's like, for him as a villain, though, like, all he really wants is, just, he wants to give Hinata the D. That's all it's really there. Basically, Tonori, all he's there for is just to basically move the story along for Naruto and Hinata's relationship. Like, basically, it was really cool. Like, he didn't really do much as a villain, like, at the beginning. The ending, though, he was really cool. Like, going towards the end of the movie, he was really awesome. Like, I loved, like, the fight between them. Like, the main fight when he was the giant statue thing he did. Then when he had, like, his real power when he unleashed it. Oh, that was really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, again, the main final fights were, like, really awesome in this movie. Like, especially, like, I like how it uses the old original Naruto theme, like remixed from Takanashi. That was really cool. And it gives you the old school part 1 feel again, which I thought was actually really nice. So we see like Kurama fighting like one person while Naruto can just control him. He does whatever he wants to Nine Tails, where Naruto can just do his own thing in another battle, which is pretty OP itself as an ability. And I really did like the callback where Naruto and Hinata, how they actually held hands and then they powered up like they did in the Fourth Great Ninja War after Neji died. So that was actually pretty cool how they used that attack where they combined it and then both of them just flew like on some Dragon Ball Z shit, and then they just like fucking teamed up to like defeat Tonari as well. That was actually pretty cool. But basically as a villain, all he really was there was just basically to build up more the relationship between them. I mean, yeah, it was pretty interesting about his clan and stuff, but I don't know, his clan, I mean, it was interesting. Like, the Moon Clan thing was interesting, like the Moon People thing, but after a while, some parts were just a little bit, just a little bit boring. Like, I didn't really care too much for it as much. I mean, yeah, it was interesting, but it wasn't as interesting enough to get me involved in it. It's really really awesome that we got another species and build up for people on the moon, like a new species of like human beings on the moon, which is really cool. But there were times where I just didn't really care for this dude's character, because all he ever wants was just Hinata to be with him. He pretty much just wants to, this main villain was there just to get Naruto and Hinata together, pretty much. Like, basically, it was just trying to build up so then their love of Naruto and Hinata can get stronger. That's all he really was. He was, even though he's supposed to be the whole descendants of, like, the Sage of Six Paths, or not even that. I mean, even, like, the whole Kaguya thing, to be honest with you, I don't really see it. And to me, I think Kaguya was kind of, I think, she was actually more of a threat than this guy was at first, but it was pretty cool that he got I thought it was pretty, still some of it wasn't really as interesting. It was nice that we got to see New Civilization, but it wasn't really as interesting as a villain, where more he was just there just to move the story along, pretty much, except for the end where he did reveal some important shit. But other than that, though, that's the only downsides I do have with this movie. But other than that, though, everything else is very strong in this movie. The animation, the art, the romance, the action were actually really strong in this movie. And it is a great send-off to end off the series. And especially, like, oh, I hope this didn't really break. Did this break? No. It's weird. I don't know. But, when it comes to, like, ending off the actual Naruto, like, everything that's not the next generation, was a very nice touch. Like, I like the ending of the credits where it just shows, like, their wedding and stuff. I couldn't tell if Sasuke was the best man or fucking Sai. I couldn't tell. Like, they both look the same, like, in a suit and shit. Like, we see Gaara and we see Killer Bee also there. Like, we see all the girls, they're setting up, the brides thing and stuff. So, then we got to see Naruto and Hinata's wedding. And it really sucks that if fucking Neji was alive, man, that would have been nice. But that didn't work out, so that's a shame. Yeah, I mean that's sad, but still though, I mean, if he was there, I think he would have definitely, been very happy for the two of them. But overall, it was really nice. I mean, when they start playing that in the ending, it's like, damn, just seeing them like all grown up and just like being married and shit. And Sasuke, there's no wedding for this dude. Nah, Sasuke just hit it and quit it. He's fucking gone. Like, he just gave Sakura what she really wanted. He just bailed. Like, he just made her like, congratulations, bitch, you pregnant. I'm out. It's like, I'm like, wow. I mean, I'm guessing he did go, but we just didn't really see him. I know at the end we just see him again on a hill somewhere, and he's just like there, like just sitting there on a hill with a sword and shit. So who knows? He's pretty much like a rogue now. He just does whatever he wants. Then the ending though was very nice. Like, I like the very end of the credits where we see their kids finally, and Hinata's still doing the whole knitting thing, and then like it's really cute. They were having a snowball fight. Boruto kind of hits Hinari in like the little girl of Naruto like in the face with a snowball, and they're all having a snowball fight. And then they told and then their dad to join them. And then we see like Hinata, and then like she's like, all right, you know what? Hold on, guys, I'm coming. She said, oh, you better run, guys. Mom's gonna get serious. And then that was really cute and a nice way to end it off. So like, I never saw Hinata actually be that active before. Like, I guess being married kind of changed her, like, in a way. So wow. So it was nice. And will the Boruto movie actually beat this? A lot of people said the Boruto movie was really good. They had that New York Comic Con this week if you can get like special tickets, but it's not dubbed. Just warning you, it's not dubbed. It's subtitled, except for this. This is actually English dub. So, well, I never saw this subbed again. My first time was only watching this. I will wait maybe one day if some subs come out. If not, I'll just wait like the last and just get on Blu-ray or something, which I'll probably do that, I guess. So I'll probably just do that for Boruto. But I heard a lot of people said that it was a really awesome movie. Like, I heard it was a nice way to just end everything, like, of the next generation. And it was crazy. I saw the line for that in New York that day. It was ridiculously crowded for that. Because a friend of mine on YouTube filmed it that he went online to go see it, and then he got the signing from Kishimoto and stuff. But I don't want any signature from that man. I'm just saying it's nice that we got a Japanese artist going to America for the first time, but still, it's like, yeah, it's whatever. I wish I could have gone to Comic Con. That shit would have been crazy, because I know a lot of famous YouTubers were there too. I could have met some of them there, but damn it, next year hopefully, which would be nice. That would be a dream come true for me to go to New York Comic Con. Just if everyone that I know is gonna be there, then hell yeah, I'll be there too, just to get the popularity status there. Just be like, oh hey, finally some people who recognize me there. So yeah, overall, yeah, so that's pretty much it for the last. Overall, it was one of the stronger Naruto movies out of all of them, and if you haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend it, because it is definitely a pretty good, actually a pretty great movie. It's definitely one of my most favorites. Again, we just have one more left, which is Boruto, which I didn't see, so we'll see how that one goes. Yeah, so my overall score is a 9 out of 10 for this movie. Just a little bit points down, because I really wish like all the Konoha main 7 could do something for the final time just to end things off. And the villain could have had a little more interest in, besides just advancing, them to get, in other words, advancing the plot along to make the relationship stronger in the movie and the story. I'm just saying. I mean, the ending fight was, oh my god, it was the best fight I've seen in like any Naruto movie. That shit was, oh my god, it was crazy. And even Hinata did some crazy shit too. Like, I like the twin lion fist thing that she did like back in the day. It looks stronger too. It's all purple and it's much longer. So that was very nice. So yeah, again, the movie gets a 9 out of 10 for me. Recommendation: if you pick this up, let me know your thoughts. Comment section down below. Until then, this is the Ninja Reviewer signing out. Peace. Anime manga fans, keep supporting what you read and what you watch. And, well, believe it for the final time, and thank God. So yeah, so signing out, guys. See you guys next time.